Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lunar Massage Self-Massage series. Today I'm shooting at Equanimous Studios surrounded by some beautiful plants. Today we're going to be focusing on the lower back and the glutes. And I chose to focus on this because now that it's summer, a lot of us are more active, getting outside, and I know I'm sore by now. You might also be sitting at home working on the computer or spending time sitting down for whatever reason, and that can cause some tightness in the glutes as well. So we want to work it from both angles, and we're going to be using an assortment of different massage tools today. Some you might have at home, some you might be able to find or borrow. All of them are pretty easy to come by, and I'll be demonstrating how to use them in different ways. So let's get started, grab your tools, and meet me back here in a minute. So our first tool today, you may be familiar with from last time, is the peanut. This one's from Equanimous, and as I demonstrated last time, you can also make this out of 2 tennis balls, which is a little bit softer. So you're just gonna lift up your hips and place the tool below your ribs, beside your lumbar spine. And if you don't know where that is, you can just kind of feel for your hip bones and aim just a little bit higher than that. So this can be really, really tender, so please be careful, move slowly. And in order to work this area, we're not gonna do a lot of up and down, especially not at the onset because it can be really tight and we wanna be gentle. So here we're gonna do some really gentle side to side rocking. And remember to breathe deeply. And when you're on one side or the other, you can play around with how much you relax, but don't stay pinpointed for too long because it can be really tender. This is just softening the tissue. And when you're ready to move locations, you can lift your hips up, roll it down a little bit, and come back down onto the peanut. And again, roll from side to side. It can be a really, really small motion. What I'm doing now, it might even be too big for some. Okay, so that's how we would use the peanut in that area. Another option for working your lower back is to use a ball. We have a couple of sizes here. This one is called the Rad Center. It's a really nice ball that I like, but you can also find just a kid's ball of different sizes, blow them up, and they work great. So with this ball, lift up your hips, and you can place it right above your hip bone. Just rest here. You can gently let your legs down and roll your body side to side on the ball. You can also take a side posture, which is a bit deeper. And if it's comfortable, you can lay it all the way down. That's the kind of pose that once you're warmed up, you can really sink into and stay in for quite a while, and it feels really, really good. And you'll notice over time, the whole area will start to really soften and release. You can also use the little ball, same way. And just place it on your side body and eventually on your glutes. And you can just lay down and let that work its magic with very little effort. So now that our lower backs are loosened up, we're gonna work on our glutes. So again, I'm gonna choose this ball to start with because it's big, has a big surface area, and it's pretty gentle. So I can get my glutes warmed up before I do any deeper work. So here, I'm really just sitting on this ball, coming onto my hands and feet, and rolling side to side. This also feels amazing on your sacrum. You can do circular motion, whatever feels good. This is a pretty safe zone. If you do feel any pain, stop because your sciatic nerve does run down this area. But in general, this should be safe. And after a while, you'll notice that the effects of it aren't as intense, which means you've loosened yourself up and you're ready for some deeper work. There are a couple of ways that we can work deeper into the glutes. One, using the peanut, you can place it long ways and situate yourself so that your ischial tuberosity, that's the bone, the bony protuberance that you feel right here, place it so that that is in the curve of the peanut. And you can just roll back and forth just like we were doing before. Readjust, get a little bit more on the side. Feels awesome. There's also a singular ball. You can use a tennis ball as well. And this, I wouldn't roll so much as use it for pinpoint pressure. So if you've been working this area and you notice, oh, that's where I'm really holding tension, is right in that spot, I'd recommend setting yourself up so that you have a lot of control over how much pressure you're putting on it. I like to lay a leg down flat and keep one up so I can really control my pressure. I can use my arms to lift myself up and place myself down onto a pressure point. And I'm stabilized with my leg out here. And I can easily roll off it if it becomes too intense. I like to use this to work along the edge of my sacrum. So you'll feel here, your sacrum runs sort of diagonally this way. So you can just work up the edge of your sacrum, point by point. Another option is using a roller. I'm using the smaller roller, which I really like, but you can use a roller of any size. And you can roll it in a couple directions. So you can roll up and down. You can rock yourself on the roller. And you can roll side to side. You're really just rocking your hips back and forth. By now, this side of my glutes is feeling very relaxed, very loose. The other side needs some work, but you can really tell the difference. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that was helpful and that your glutes and your lower back are feeling relaxed and wonderful and ready for some more outside adventures. Tune in next time for some neck work, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.